Our phones, our laptops, our cars, even watching our favorite TV show on our 4K 50-inch TV have one thing in common, and that's batteries. We need batteries to power our day-to-day life, to power our vehicles, or to power the devices. But we also need batteries to power cities, to power our households, including the appliances and including our TVs. Cities use massive amounts of energy, even more so during the night, an amount which power plants which burn fossil fuels to generate energy cannot keep up with. To keep up with the high demand of energy storage is essential. Energy storage in the form of batteries. This way, energy will not be wasted and can be used during the night. The main takeaway from this, we need more batteries. We need more batteries for our cars, we need more batteries for our energy storage. But with more batteries comes a problem, and that is waste. So how do we keep using batteries in a sustainable way? In this video, we will tell you about batteries, the current life cycle of batteries, and present to you our two-part proposal to make the economy of batteries circular and thus sustainable. Let's take cars as an example for our case. For over a century, cars have been powered by engines using fossil fuels. But because of the 4.6 metric tons of CO2 emitted by cars each year, which harm the environment, car manufacturers have been forced to come up with new ways of powering the cars, the most promising one being electric motors using batteries. But that raises the question, are batteries actually less harmful to the environment than engines using fossil fuels? The company that comes to mind when talking about electric vehicles is probably Tesla. All Tesla's cars are powered by batteries, and in particular lithium-ion batteries. Batteries that can be found in your phone, your laptops, or a battery like this AAA battery. And in fact, Tesla uses 7,000 of these in one car. While our technological civilization needs these batteries to operate regardless of the power source, fossil fuels, or sustainable energy, the mining for the resources needed to produce these batteries still break down ecosystems with their toxic pollution. On top of that, only 70% of the batteries get reused or recycled, while 30% of the batteries still end up in landfills as waste that leaks toxic material again. So, is there a better way of reusing or recycling the batteries, or should there be a replacement to the lithium-ion battery?
If we want to make battery production circular, we first have to analyze their current life cycle. Then we can see what we can improve. One of the most commonly used batteries is the lithium-ion battery. The production of this battery has a couple of stages. First up, mining for resources. The main components Tesla needs for production are nickel, lithium and aluminum. Both lithium and aluminum are very abundant on Earth. But lithium has a sizable impact on the region it is extracted from, because the toxic effects it has on nearby ground and surface water. Aluminum only impacts this region because nature around the dig site needs to be removed for logistic reasons. But nickel is really what the point of making batteries circular is all about. It is scarce and has a big environmental cost and health cost for miners. The morality of mining aside, it is clear that you would want to waste as little of this precious resource as you can, because it's so damaging to mine using current methods. Cobalt is also used for production of batteries, but Tesla is removing this component altogether, so we won't talk about it. After these and a couple other resources are flown to this Tesla factory, they are turned into batteries. Batteries are then used to make a range of different products, ranging from cars to charging stations. Batteries can after initial use either be reused, recycled or discarded. It is unknown if a reused battery that is discarded after a month of use is considered waste or reused. But the purpose of the circular economy would be to get that waste to essentially zero, or very close to it, and reuse or recycle all material inside each battery.
Solving the battery issue surrounding sustainability is more than just making lithium-ion batteries circular. That's why we made a two-part proposal. Firstly, recycling more lithium-ion batteries, and secondly, replacing the lithium-ion battery.
The lithium-ion batteries that Tesla uses can be a major source of pollution if they're not recycled properly. And recycling lithium-ion batteries is quite a challenge. That's why as of now only a small fraction of them are actually recycled. Tesla's co-founder JB Straubel has set up his own recycling company named Redwood Materials, where they focus on dismantling lithium-ion batteries and recycling them. And by investing in collection points, Tesla can help reduce wasted batteries. This would be a step in the right direction, but there are still thousands of tons of batteries wasted that can still be recycled. Tesla should invest in their own collection points to ensure this waste is stopped, while also cooperating closely with third-party collection points. Another solution can be found in the standardization of Tesla's batteries. Tesla's lithium-ion batteries are no longer usable in electric cars when they reach 80% of their maximum capacity, and due to their unique shape they're hard to repurpose. By standardizing the battery design so they can still be used in other appliances after they're no longer usable in electric cars, they can have a second life in another appliance and the overall life cycle of the battery increases.
So who are their stakeholders? Stakeholders in the production and recycle process of Tesla's batteries are the gigafactories and the recycling plant. For changes to take place in such a big company as Tesla, stakeholders at all levels have to agree on these changes. The gigafactories and the recycling plant have to agree on changing the production and recycling process of the batteries. So what kind of information is needed? The gigafactories of Tesla produce 35 gigawatt hours of batteries per year. This means the gigafactories also produce and process a lot of data. Since Tesla started with investing in technology at an early stage, it can automate the collection of data. To standardize the batteries, Tesla uses this data to continuously analyze and improve their gigafactories. Tesla makes a ranking of their suppliers based on the transportation costs, the quality of the components, and the manufacturing time. Low-ranked suppliers are excluded from the supply chain. The recycling of Tesla batteries is done by the recycling plant. In order to recycle the batteries effectively, the recycling plant has to receive information about the batteries, such as how many batteries will be recycled in a period, and of course, can we adjust our recycling methods to the change in the battery production.
An architecture can serve as an aid when it comes to decision-making processes. It can improve communication when it comes to recycling batteries. We advocate for both realization of a business and a technical architecture between Tesla's management, the producers of raw materials, the recycling plants and the collecting points. In the case of raw materials, this would mean that investment should mainly be made in a product and a technical architecture. With such an architecture, information about products, raw materials in this case, can easily be made, exchanged and shared with stakeholders. In the case of an architecture between Tesla's management, the collecting points and the recycling plants, it's more logical to focus on a process architecture. Firstly, this type of architecture makes the recycling process more transparent. Secondly, recycling choices can be made more easily. Also, with the process architecture, everyone within the field can see how the process of recycling batteries is progressing.
For our second part of our proposal, we would like to present to you the solid-state battery. Instead of having a highly flammable liquid electrolyte like the lithium-ion battery, solid-state batteries make use of solid electrolytes made from graphite. This way, the batteries are more compact and even have a higher energy density than the current lithium-ion battery. This means more miles on a single charge. On top of that, solid-state batteries even charge faster and even have double the lifespan of a lithium-ion battery, so people don't have to throw them away in a few years. So our proposal is to design a standardized solid-state battery with recyclability in mind to replace the current lithium-ion batteries. Electric car manufacturers should switch to solid-state batteries after having recycled or reused all of the lithium-ion batteries from their current cars. The cars will have a longer lifespan, and more importantly, the batteries can be reused in other appliances, energy storage or other cars because of the standardized design. And on top of that, the batteries can be recycled in an easy and safe way, as the Materials Research Society have already designed a cost-effective, safe and efficient way of recycling the solid-state batteries by avoiding dangerous chemicals and just using alcohol and water-based recycling methods. By adopting the proposed lithium-ion recycle architecture and adding the solid-state batteries to it, we believe that the sustainable circular economy of batteries can be achieved. Thank you for watching and let us know what you think. Should there be a replacement or should we keep using lithium-ion batteries?